Hello there, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to another match reaction episode. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. If you're a Wales fan, you must be heartbroken by now because you've qualified for this year's World Cup, but you've lost to England, you've drawn to USA, and you've lost to England tonight, and that means you're out of the World Cup. So yeah, you must be heartbroken. But listen, you can try if you haven't you can try again in 4 years time, but this time just keep doing better than what you did this year, because I was so proud of you when you qualified for the World Cup, but now I'm heartbroken. I feel bad for you guys because I would have thought that you guys, if you make it to the knockout stages, that would be absolutely fantastic, but you didn't. So listen, but you but at least you can say you enjoyed the World Cup, and hopefully you qualify it in 2026, which is in 4 years' time. So yeah, really heartbreaking for Wales, but they at least they tried their best, but they didn't succeed. You know, if they would have beaten USA and England, maybe just maybe, then that England game wouldn't mean any much to them. So yeah, they'll be kicking themselves. But yeah, so for Wales, they're out of the World Cup. And the same thing goes for England since they've lost to the USA later on tonight, which I'll talk about in just a couple of minutes. But first of all, let me do a quick match reaction to Wales nil, England 3. And I have to tell you, I am so glad, I'm so glad I didn't went to sleep throughout the whole game, because that first half performance was dull, boring, and just makes you want to fall asleep again, just like the USA game. You know, when that first half ended at 0-0, I was like, you see, this is why I don't think England are going to win the World Cup. It's because of performances like this, you know, under Gareth Southgate. This is why. And it's not only the players, it's the manager too. So I was like, you know what, this is why. And I felt like this is going to be another draw, or maybe we could perhaps lose to Wales if we're going to keep a performing like that. But luckily enough, we didn't lose tonight because the second half was so much better, so much better. When the goals came in, you decide to wake up, and you decide to celebrate, to dance, and to sing, you know, because we played really well in the second half. Like, Wales really tried their best, you know, because like I said before, they needed to win and to make sure that USA and England draw so that they can go through to the knockout stages. And the only way to do that is to beat England 4-0, which badly enough that didn't happen. And if that ever happened, then I'll be fuming and you'll be screaming, screaming and wanting and all that stuff. But luckily enough, that didn't happen. So Wales could have managed to score. They had decent chances, but they knew our defense was solid, and Pickford, you know, didn't have much to do. I don't think I ever seen him making a save. If you guys do, then let me know. But I can't remember if I ever saw Pickford making a save, so he didn't have much to do. I thought Maguire was good. I thought John Stones was good. I thought defensively we were good, you know, because we conceded against England, you know, but we kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games, so not that bad. So yeah, our defending was good. But once again, Gareth Southgate is choosing the same backline. Like, I don't get why Ben White doesn't get a start. You know, who else? Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know, James Maddison. Like, why does he not get the start? We heard that he's been training, but he doesn't get a start. Why doesn't he? You know, like, why pick the players that you played against USA? Like, console, like the same thing. It is good that he dropped Mount and Saka and Sterling, because all three of them were terrible against USA. But I wouldn't start Harry Kane. I would have. I would have started Callum Wilson up front, because in the last 2 games he hasn't been scoring. Yes, he got a couple of assists, but as a striker he was supposed to score. But that's what Harry Kane didn't do this whole tournament. So that's why I knew he ain't gonna win the Golden Boot. I just knew that. So for me, I feel like Gareth Southgate got it completely wrong. He should have started Trent Alexander-Arnold, maybe put Kieran Trippier as left back. He should have started Ben White, you know, and Who else? Maybe Kyle Walker too. He should have started James Madison. That's basically it because the first half was dull and boring. And for me, I didn't get why Jordan Henderson started. I really didn't. He hasn't been really good for Liverpool. And you see that chance here in the 21st minute, that shows you, yeah, why Gareth Southgate doesn't pick players on form. Jordan Henderson is not on form, and you can see that chance missed. Like it's an absolute shocker. So for me, Jordan Henderson, when we play against Senegal, he should not be starting. For me, my midfield three is probably Wise, Bellingham, and James Madison. That's basically it. Or maybe you can put either Mount on the white midfielder or maybe Conor Gallagher because when these two play in that position, they normally do well. So that's basically it. But for me, I'll start James Madison in the next game because he deserves it. I don't think Jordan Henderson wasn't that great tonight. Every single player out there in the first half was terrible, like chance after chance after chance. But not taking it. Like they're playing like Chelsea right now, and maybe some other team, but more on Chelsea. Because when I saw chance after chance after chance, I was thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? We're not gonna make it through to, we're not gonna win the World Cup if we're gonna be playing like that. So yeah, the first half ended at 0-0, and then Gareth Southgate, you have to give credit because if he knows that the team were tied in the first half and he encouraged them and let them know is that in order to win, you must put in a really good performance and much better performance than you did in the first half. So go out there and prove to people why you can still win this World Cup. And guess what? Listen, I may not be inside the tunnel, but maybe that's what he said because in the second half, the players walked up, they listened to what he said, and we got the win. So let's have a look at the goals. The first goal, Marcus Rashford. We normally see him scoring great free kicks for both club and country. Does it? What a brilliant free kick, went over the top past the goalkeeper. You could say that the goalkeeper could have done better, but it was a brilliant free kick. Boom in the 50th, 53rd minute. And sorry, let me just get how the goals came in. So yeah, 50th minute. Yeah, I got it right. I was trying to remember. So yeah, 5 minutes into the second half, Marcus Rashford scored a free kick, and it was absolutely fantastic. And then I feel like maybe 20 or 30 seconds after that Marcus Rashford goal, it was 2-0 already. Like Kane got the assist, it was brilliant, and we all thought that when Kane was on the wires, I was like, come on, go for it quickly. And who was there to do it? Phil Foden. And this why he proved to me why he should have started against USA because Sterling would have never ever done that. He would have never done that. So for me, Phil Foden, the next game against Senegal deserves to start, and what Marcus Rashford too, because them two wingers did far more better than Saka and Sterling in the last two games. So for me, these two deserve to start. So congratulations to Phil Foden. It was a tap in and it was 2-0. And I was like, boy oh boy, it looks like we could have a Wout, and Wales could be in serious trouble, serious trouble. Like Wales, like I was pretty disappointed with them, like we completely dominated them. More attempts, more on target, more possession, more everything. So I'm disappointed for Wales. So they had chances as well, but they just couldn't manage to test the goalkeeper that much. So I was really disappointed with Wales. I would have thought that this would be a difficult game for England, but we made it look easy in the second half. The first half, like I said, Doe and Bowen, but in the second half, we made it look easy. So I'm disappointed with Wales. But they'll be kicking themselves because if they would have been USN in one and would have lost to England, they would have still made it through. They would still made it through. So yeah, I'm disappointed with Wales on that one. So yeah, so that was 2-0. And yeah, and then it took Gareth Southgate in the 57th minute finally to make a substitution. He brought off Kyle Walker and Kane and brought on Trent Alexander-Arnold and Callum Wilson. So Trent was playing as the right back and Callum Wilson was playing up front. Then Calvin Phillips came on his first game for England to replace Declan Rice, and I thought he had a really good game. Then Kieran Trippier played as a left back when he took off Luke Shaw, and that's basically it. So yeah, Calvin Phillips, he hasn't even played that much for Manchester City, got the assist for Marcus Rashford goal. And you have to say that third goal for England was superb. The sublime finish from Marcus Rashford, kind of like a bit of a solo goal. I'm telling you, this is why I'm so happy he's been chosen, because he's been doing this on for Manchester United, and now he's been doing this for England. So yeah, for me, I'm happy that he started and he picked Marcus Rashford in that squad, because he's proved to me, yeah, why he's far better than Sterling. Because Manchester United are above Chelsea, and that's it. You know, both Manchester clubs are in the top four. Actually, no, sorry, except for Manchester United, but they're this close. So for me, it's the two different Manchester United clubs that made England win this game. Foden and Marcus Rashford, who are both wingers. So yeah, well done. Well done to both of them. And then 2 minutes later, I think, Phil Foden was this close to score his second goal, because it was a really good play from England. You know, I wanted to see where the ball was. So I was like, wait, where's the ball? Where's the ball? So then I think it was Kieran Trippier that had a shot that was saved by Danny Ward, and then Phil Foden went over the goalkeeper and tried to shoot, but it was so close. It was off target. And I feel bad for him, because if he would have scored that goal, then we could have said to ourselves, maybe him and Phil Foden would be the joint man of the match, you know. But unfortunately, he didn't score the second goal, so my man of the match has got to be Marcus Rashford. Two brilliant goals, and always turn up for England like he usually does. So yeah, Marcus Rashford for me is my man of the match. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, Wales didn't score. It's good that we got a clean sheet. Now we top the group on 7 points and didn't get beat. So yeah, really, really happy. But I still don't think that we're going to win anything with Gareth Southgate, because the first half proved to me, but you've got to give him credit for the half-time team talk, because in the second half, the players were better than the first half. But for me, if we play like that in the first half against teams like France, Brazil, Argentina, maybe Portugal, maybe Senegal, the Netherlands, or something like that, we can go out. We could potentially go out. So for me, Gareth Southgate needs to fix this first half issue, because we've seen this in one against in one, you know, halfway through to the first half. You know, we've seen this against USA, and we saw this against Wales. So for me, the first half performance needs to change if I want to say that England are definitely going to win the World Cup, because I still don't think we're going to win the World Cup. But maybe if we can keep but maybe if the first half performance would be a bit better, then maybe my mind would change, and maybe Gareth Southgate can finally make England win a trophy, which I don't think he will do. But let's hope and see. I'm still Southgate out, but we got to win. Now his aim is to win the World Cup, because if we get knocked out by Senegal, then that means he's got to go. But if we can go further in the knockout stages and maybe potentially be in the final, which I don't think we'll do, then maybe, just maybe, Gareth Southgate could change my mind and make me say that, you know what, maybe this time Gareth Southgate is the one, because he ain't. But he will still be the one if he can take us further into the knockout stages, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we shall wait and see. So well done to England, top of the group. And since Senegal won their game against Ecuador and is finished in second place, that means we'll face them on Sunday. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And the Netherlands will be facing USA, since Netherlands top the group and USA are in second place. So that's basically it. So congratulations both to Netherlands and to Senegal, Brazil and France, who are in the knockout stages. The rest of the games, boy oh boy, it's going to be interesting. Who will make it to the knockout stages and who will be out of the World Cup? We shall wait and see. So yeah, really, really happy. It's only against Wales, I know that, but we need to do this against big teams, because we didn't do that against USA, you know. So we need to keep on performing and make sure our first half performance against big teams is better than it was before, if you know what I mean. Because that's the only way I can say England winning it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I feel like that is it for now. So yeah, Ecuador are out because I would have thought that they would have been in the knockout stages after two brilliant performances, but they're out. Qatar lost again, you know, three losses in a row. So yeah, that's basically it. So that's everything I need to touch on in this video. So yeah, so this has been your match reaction to Wales new, England 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you smash the like if you enjoyed this video, and if you agree on everything I said, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that you never miss any of my FIFA Cup content on my YouTube channel, and make sure you click the share button so that you can give your thoughts and opinions on how your team did. If your team is through to the knockout stages, then well done. But if your team is out of the World Cup, unfortunately, heartbreaking and disappointing. But if you qualify for in 4 years' time, maybe try your best to do much better than this year, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so if however your team did, well done and bad luck until next time in 4 years' time. Try better, try much better, and then you'll see how good your team will do. So that's basically it. So that's all I've got to say on this one. So yeah, that is it. That's the end of this video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day and peace.